Okay, now that is funny. Why was my camera spazzing out? That is something I will have to investigate. Thanks for joining me. That's first tonight that it's done that. Hmm. That is supposed to be my good camera. Yay. Anyway, got my third and final. I know it's blurry. It's because I put it out of focus on purpose. My third and final um, Baby Yodas. Ordered actually too many of them. And I'll bring it. There we go. That's in focus. These ones I'm going to put away sealed for now. And actually, the Mandalorian didn't realize I had ordered him. And I've already actually did this the other night. So if you just get this little guy, it's going to kind of look like a flying Harry Potter if you don't do something with these two pieces of material. So what I do is I put a slight crease in it. I think it looks a lot more. Put him aside. Oh, poor little guy fell down. I think he looks a lot better. There's no print to show you really. No, no print. Just the material, and that's what he looks like there. Hopefully it's not too bright. I did jack up the brightness a bit. Oh, let's see. That's probably a little more reasonable. And this particular Mandalorian that would come with him if you bought him as a dual pack. There he is there. Definitely different than the one I showed about a week or two ago. Because the one from a week or two ago appears to be a knockoff of the one Lego did. I still haven't opened my real legit Lego one, but it looks like it's the same print on probably the same color elements. This guy, though, it looks like he's got full Beskar armor. Nice prints on the leg and arms. It only wraps around about as much as Lego does because they're using the same techniques, but nice print on the back of the legs, side of the legs, right to the edge. The arms are nicely done. There you go. You can see all the print there. Hopefully my audio is pretty good for you guys. I'll take some photos afterwards. And what did this guy come with? Oh, fake, not fake, but basically clone head print. And what you're not seeing because the light's washing it out is the definitely not a Lego feel to it. This is not Lego, folks. Definitely passable. I just wanted to show you. Oh, okay, there we go. And there's the back from under the rocket pack. Nice print. I don't know what more you'd want for a buck. Not Lego though, so this is not an investment piece. But if you want something that looks different than anything Lego offers currently, and I'm pretty sure he looks different than the one coming in the ship at the end of the summer, this might be the way to go unless you want to try your hand at making a custom. I think that's one of the best Baby Yodas yet. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this Mandalorian, Mando, and this the child, Baby Yoda. I think he's my favorite right now. This guy I don't really care too much for anyway. I only bought these because of the Baby Yoda. But we've got him. Then we've got this hideous guy, which is basically the Yoda body with rubber Yoda head with some really freaky black eyes. Let me see if I can dig up the other Yoda. 1 second. All right, I found what I was looking for. You can tell that people had the same idea here about stuff. So I'm not sure which came first, but as far as I know, this is what's on the market. Yeah. Um, if I had to choose, this guy here is my favorite. Looks like Lego with a Lego shaped head. Molded heads on Lego kind of flip me out because you only get it for a handful of characters. And I like the effort here. This is nice, but to me they use 3D scanning technology or whatever to shrink down what was probably a typical Lego head. So, without pulling out a Lego figure, I got a feeling that's just a copy of a Yoda head. Sure looks like it to me. But utilizing last year's baby, the bodies here, and the print is a little better, the coloring on the hands here. This one, not so much. And clearly the material cuts are the same, so either these guys copied each other or it's the same guys and improving. The light brown is only the one side of the material. My daughter chose that. Technically the open ones from the new thing are hers. So the Mando, this one, and the other Yoda there. Stick them back there. Not bad. Let's see what we got. Hey Ryan, how you doing? How am I sounding, by the way? Problem with being hearing impaired, I have a hard time telling what I sound like. But the headset appears to fix some of my problems, or at least made it a lot more tolerable, at least for me. But yeah, this guy's my favorite. And I'm pretty much done. I know I had one more coming, but you know what? The way things are going, I don't think I want to bother with them anymore. Kind of done with a lot of the Chinese stuff. There's no thrill to it. No real collectability. They do make some fun stuff that Lego doesn't do. And of course, you know, they beat Lego the market by 8 months on the stuff if you weren't in Canada. If you were in Asia, could have had this 2 months ago, 3 months ago. Some people had them at Christmas, I think. But yeah, this guy's creepy. It's probably an actual Lego Yoda print, for all I know. But yeah, those black eyes are creepy. These ones are creepy. I think this guy's just cute. And of course, the head does come off. Here, I'll show you with this guy. There you go. How's that for creepy? Maverick. All right, Goose. If I'm Maverick, you're Goose. Or you want to be Iceman. Remember that? Can't remember the actor's name who did that. Great teeth, that guy. Better than mine, that's for sure. I don't know if you caught this, Ryan, but there's the Mando that also came in here. Let's get rid of what didn't come in today. And let's get rid of the decapitated baby Yoda. Actually, that's kind of cool. We'll just leave him there. But anyway. There's the Mando. Again, nice print all around. Better than most Lego prints. And it was really nicely done on the legs, too. Hip joint is done. Val Kilmer. There you go. You're my goose. No, you're my Iceman. You're my Iceman. Yeah, and it's a different Mando. You know, he's brown because I was showing. This is the one from the other week, and as you can see, this guy here, pretty much, I think we determined he's either a full copy or at least a print lift because he sure looks like a lot of what I see on that Walker box. This guy though, this print is different than that for sure. It doesn't mean that he isn't a copy of some other print. I'd have to do a lot of research to see, but it sure looks good. Now you're gonna make me want to watch Top Gun, you bugger. Like I haven't watched it enough. My wife's gonna come home from her scout meeting and see me watching Top Gun, and she's gonna go again, again. Sadly, I was gonna show off a new background that wasn't my desk or my wall. It was an animated background, and it turns out I cannot run my animated background at the same time I'm doing all my other shenanigans. The computer didn't like it and basically gave me 30 to 40 seconds of no background and me stuttering really badly. It's very possible. I mean, mm, let's see. The okay, judgment time. Let's see. Wow. Okay. The two helmets are different. Print is different. Mold is different. And both, I suspect, are different from any previous Lego helmet for any Mandos. Just by that little grill that's in the back there. In the back of the helmet there. I don't know if that's in any Bobas or any of the Senate Commandos or any of that. I don't recall. Oh god, yeah, Top Gun too. I'm excited for it, but it's you know what? It's not good. It's gonna make the original one look like it didn't age well, and I think on its own, the first movie aged very well. But now when you see the two trailers I saw for the new Top Gun, it's like, wow, it looks great, and I'm pretty sure he's flying. He's practically flying that jet himself. I mean, I'm pretty sure Tom Cruise is a pilot, so I mean, it just looked natural. That didn't look like any blue screen special effects. It all looks practical. Um, I'm excited for the movie. I was going to crack open one of these cans here. It's out of focus intentionally. Um, but I decided I need to sleep. I do need to go to work tomorrow. Tomorrow's my last day of the week. So those cans I will hold off. But I'm glad that the audio seems to sound better. Hey, I'm just going scrolling back and reading. Yeah, sounds good. Blah blah blah. Yeah, alien head. Yeah, Top Gun. Wow. Yeah, that second one. It's definitely I think worthy of my time in the theater. I haven't seen too many movies in the theater in the last 2 years. It's not been a great run. Um, I think this one will be a great one. Might even spend the extra money, see it on IMAX or something. I suspect it's going to look great on a big screen with some special effects. But I'm not a IMAX kind of guy. Gives me headaches, and usually the image to me is not sharper. All the visual effects that go into some of that stuff seems to dumb it down a bit. to pull off the 3D and other gimmicks. But here, let's see. Let's get rid of obvious copy. We'll take those guys away. Those were the packs that come in. I still got plenty of those. There's the Mando. Oh, you're way out of focus, huh? There we go. You know what? The figure feels good. I mean, really good. I'm going to take the gun out. Whatever this not Lego is, feels great. Good clutch, really good. Nothing's loose there. Helmet's typical of helmets on most of these figures. And you know what? It might stud a little loose, the helmet on there, but I'd have to play with some Lego ones to see how that compares. Really good. Stiff, but not too stiff, like it's not loose or anything. And the legs, you know what? That's feeling pretty much 100% Lego-like. And just so everyone can see the inside, there's the inside. And that clutch is really good. Ugh. Yeah, really good. Wrists in and out, looks good. Doesn't look like crap. It's got the same pop that Lego has. You know, for a buck or a buck and a quarter, I think this guy with a child is about a buck and a quarter together. I know it was a good deal, I think, when I had ordered it 2 months ago. It was a long time coming too. Yeah, let's get him in focus here again. There's his weapon. I won't put the base plate on, no one cares. And I'll tell you the truth, honestly, it's probably going to be the last time I even touch these guys. Oh, glad this week is almost over. I thought I would get to doing some of the Ninjago tonight, but what are you going to do? For me, it's almost, is that showing? No, well, 8:34. Probably not worth me starting. Not with the family about to come home. Someone recommended Blue Raz to me and these monster drinks. Those won't focus, but I ended up. By the way, this is two separate trips to two different gas stations today. This one I picked up near work because I needed a pick me up, and I got two for $5, whatever the deal was. And this I gassed up on the way home, and that's a whole different deal. So apparently tomorrow night I'm not sleeping at all. When I drive to New Brunswick, this is pretty much how I start my trip. 4 cans of this. I get in the car about 6 o'clock at night, and then 9 o'clock in the morning I'm in New Brunswick. And those 4 cans would be gone. And somehow I don't die. I'll post some sharp photos later. And that'll probably be the end of me playing around with these guys. You got any other questions for the ABC man, all bricks count? Oh, there's my stomach letting me know I should do something about that. I think 2020 is going to be a different year for all bricks count. Less Lego purchases overall, although I still seem to be averaging 500 to 1,000 a month, probably. More selective, less Star Wars. More import sets, but They'll be branded sets from the major non-Lego guys. Lot less of the sketchy guys. I'm pretty much done with the sketchy guys. They're gonna have to step up their game if they want my interest. If I'm gonna limit my dollars, I'm gonna limit them across the board. Looking forward to more Lego Idea sets. Looking forward to more UCS sets from Star Wars. More mechs or anything if they come out with it from Overwatch. I keep considering buying the whole line, but I don't follow the game, so I don't know if I want to bother. I still haven't built my first three sets. My limited Blizzard set or the other two. Thanks, Matthew. Okay, so let me catch up here. How are the joints on the Mando with Biz? Yeah, I already covered that, right? Yeah. All right. 51 acres a couple years ago. Still haven't made the drive myself. You know what? The drive from Toronto to oh my God, Newcastle or Miramichi, one way, 1,441 kilometers, and leaving Toronto 6, 7 o'clock at night in traffic. Get there in time for breakfast or earlier. My wife usually would finish those last 3 or 4 kilometers. Right out of Quebec, that first big station that you hit when you're entering New Brunswick. Oh, the one with the big letter or the big number. I can't remember. It's killing me now. I should remember. But we when we drive to the coast, it's all like muscle memory. You just do it automatically. Plus, you got the technology, right? Whoa. So Matthew says, Matthew A. Powell, hey, shout outs to my Facebook peeps. Mega has Roton and Point Dread coming out. Oh, wow, that is something else. And I love the quality of Mega Blocks recently, having gone through 10 years of their Halo stuff. I got to see the best and the worst. And I haven't opened my Games of Thrones set yet. But I'm really excited for the future if they could fix their distribution problems. I mean, Mega Constructs under Mattel has been miserable. Not that it was great any other way, but it's been miserable under Mattel. I mean, in Canada at least, and the States, you go to Mexico and you can find it everywhere. And you can find the last 2 years worth of it on the shelf. It's beautiful if you're into the Mega Blocks at all. I'm not a big Mega Blocks fan. I have very select sets. I have the giant Pokemon, and I have virtually every Warthog, short of one. And actually, I probably have fixed that with the two eBay deals I'm working on. Yeah, Battle Cat and Panther. I think I'm pretty committed to trying to be a completist with the Masters. I don't know. I don't have the battle bones. I don't know if I want to go all in on it. Um, Jesus, turned out to just be a chat session. Hanging out with Richard. Um, I like it. I haven't built my castle yet, just because that's going to be a theme thing where maybe I blast through a bunch of the sets in a month. I got that He-Man, Wind Raider attack, really hand as it's literally this close to me. What have I got here? The Battle for Eternia collection, Wind Raider's close, and Castle Grayskull is behind the Great Wall, quite literally. It would take me 5 minutes to dig it out. Placed there intentionally because I have no intention of building it to at least the summer, I think. But yeah, that Battle Cat and Panther, that's coming home to me for sure. But I think that's going to be like the fall or Christmas. It's ridiculous the lead time. And I first saw photos of that before Christmas, so I'm not getting what's taking so long to pump these out. I'll probably get the other five figure sets. I have no intention of buying the figures loose, so I guess I won't be a completist. Um, that eagle, I don't know what you call that. That thing that sits on Castle Grayskull or whatever. It looks like a Talon fighter or something. I'm gonna get that for sure. Just seems to make sense. Plus, I think it goes on Castle Grayskull. I think Castle Grayskull represents all that is good about Mega Bloks, and Mega Bloks is under Mattel because, of course, being a Mattel license, the He-Man stuff. And for me, it's a great opportunity to pick up He-Man universe stuff that I never did as a kid. Couldn't afford it, wasn't into it, even though my richer friends had it. So I was so super stoked to get Grayskull and getting it at a deal and getting these other sets at. Oh, actually, those ones were probably just retail price. I'm not even sure if they were discounted, but yeah, just getting to relive some of my youth. The only thing that could be better is if I guess if they would re-release the original Kenner Star Wars. I was seeing what some of them are going for now, and it's like, oh, I gave a bunch of them to my daughter. Sold off the best ones at the time when I was selling off a bunch of stuff. Someone got a nice Taiwan Boba Fett out of me with a really nice paint job. Eagle. Oh, the eagle thing is Point Dread. Okay, thank you. See, like this stuff, not all up on the names. Here's a question: did they include comic books with any of this stuff? Because that was such a great selling feature of all the original Masters of the Universe stuff, was getting those comic books, at least on the first release wave, right? What else are you guys? Since this turned into a Mega Blocks, Mega Constructs discussion, anything else you guys are looking out for? What about the Alien? Alien Queen. I gotta see better pictures of it. I've not seen enough to convince me I need it. I want to say I want it. I love the Alien franchise. I love the movies. I watch them all. Big fan, even though the movies like 3, 4, and I guess a lot of people crap on the Predator crossovers, even though just as a concept I loved it. And you think the 5 pack comes with a comic, eh? Oh, you know what? It does right there in the blister. I see. It's a terribly small one. It's either a comic or a fan fold thing, but it's something. All right, now you're gonna make me look at the other thing too. It's only fair I can reach it, right? Um, no idea. I'm not gonna read all this crap to figure it out. Does it come with a Skeletor figure too? That's gonna be one problem with this. Every set comes with a He-Man and a Skeletor practically. It's gonna be great for customizers, but I mean, look, I got He-Man and Skeletor here, He-Man and Skeletor there, He-Man and Skeletor and Castle Grayskull, and that's without buying the singles. I'm gonna get rid of the squeaky chair, maybe. I'm only into Masters of the Universe stuff from them. My son likes Pokemon and Minions, but that's going back to Lego now. Yeah, that Minions, I tell you. Don't know if I'm going to be into that theme, but I want to get the big Minions that open up because I think they just look like awesome big figs. And the fact they open up and have these little worlds inside them, I mean, come on, that's just genius. That's beautiful. But yeah, I really, really, really want to get that. Oh, I should say, I really want to get the Alien Queen. I want to like it badly. I want an excuse to get it. I tell you what, I want to go back to Lego. I want to see the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles go back, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen considering they just released one new Turtles figure in their recent wave of figures that Mega constructs. So I don't think that license is going anywhere. Just too bad. I really wanted to pick it up from Lego. Well, I wasn't aware there was new parts in those. I'm always a sucker for buying sets for new parts. Always a sucker for the new parts. I've bought way too many sets just because I thought I wanted parts. Sometimes I part them down to get it, and I throw them in the walls or throw them in the other room. But yeah, that's tempting. And tomorrow I resume the Ninjago skin peeling. The Ninjago set, the Quake Mech. Look at that tire, man. That's huge. I gotta get more of these big wheels. I got ideas. Die, Mando, die. My daughter loves Mandalorian. That's honestly the only reason I even grabbed these figures from China. I wouldn't have bothered because I'm not. I mean, I've grabbed some of these Chinese figures for stuff like theirs, but it's because it appealed to me. Mazinger. Every time I see the Lego Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles come up from that pass run, I contemplate picking it up or grabbing the figures or whatever. But I can't grab everything I like. There's a limit. There's a limit. So Matthew, you building anything anytime soon? Oh, I'm just looking at my backlog wall. Going to build it all. I just don't know when. At the rate I'm going, I'm still like only doing a third of what I thought I would do per month. And even then, I'm still trying to do creative builds that I'm not showing you guys just because it's personal crap. And a lot of it doesn't pan out. Although I can drop a tease for something I'm working on. And I'll leave it out of focus for now. Woo woo. More on that another day. Extra points if you know what it is. I just flashed across the screen. We'll give it 1,000 points. Just a little something I started working on for my buddy. So Matthew writes, backlog is calling, but I have limited time. The Ninjago, City Docks, and Ghostbusters Firehouse are two I'm excited for. Ooh, ouch. I don't know. That's a tough choice. If I had those two sitting in my backlog, which I don't have either in my backlog, I don't think so. This is 90% Star Wars, so it's really not that hard for me to guess. But there's some stuff I can't see behind the wall. Um, False wall, by the way, behind the bookcases. That's something I'll show another day. I'll run the camera behind there. Some people will cringe, but I'm not a box collector. As long as the contents in the boxes stay safe, I don't really care. because behind those bookcases is a window. But wow, Ninjago City docks and the firehouse. If my wife was here, she'd say the Ghostbuster Firehouse and the Ghostbusters fan. I mean, that's a no lose situation. That's win win. Then it's just a matter of space. 2 foot high Ghostbusters house. That's like it's 24 inches tall or something. That's gonna be a tough one to put somewhere. And the Ninjago City Docks. I tell you, the big Ninjago builds impress me a lot, and I'm not a Ninjago fan. Not the cartoons, movie, none of this stuff. No love of it. But do do do. Yeah, no love of Ninjago content, but the big sets are just amazing. Apocalypseburg, that is gotta be the most wicked set Lego's made in years. I think I should do another poll or maybe do something different. Maybe use a random number generator. Get people to give me a random number between 1 and 150 or 1 and 160, whatever it is my backlog's at. They won't know which way I do the numbers, so they won't be able to predict if they know where I'm looking, what that number represents, and then I'll pick a random number from those volunteered and maybe use that as my next set. I don't know. The nice thing about putting most of my backlog at the workstation is I can just pull it out if I feel the itch. It's very inspiring. It's also fun. That's a nice one to have. And I'm fortunate I have more than one. Now I just gotta see, can I put it back up without getting up? No, of course not. That'd be too easy. That would be too easy. Ah, really? Apocalypseburg is a Lego movie too? Alright. I guess I'm not a very good Lego historian. But those movies weren't really meant for me anyway. But what a wicked set. And every time I see that kind of Statue of Liberty thing, it's like I think of Planet of the Apes. I mean, I guess it's intended for us to think that. Hey, there's something. Planet of the Apes. Would that make a good brickable theme, either by Lego or Mega Bloks or someone overseas? When I was a kid, my father had bought, and here's the sad thing. I don't think he bought it from me. I'm pretty sure he bought it from my sister, who was 2 years younger than me. Planet of the Apes figure with a catapult, and had a plastic rocks, so it was a catapult rock launcher thing. My dad was very eccentric and weird. He didn't know how to buy for girls at all. It was all boy stuff. So it was kind of win-win for me. But yeah, would Planet of the Apes, would that work? Is it even worth the trouble? Just a bunch of ape figures, a couple brown structures. I guess maybe not. Oh man, creepy Yoda. Look at that, father and son. I don't know why that tickles me so. I hate this because right now I can't tell how much noise you guys are hearing. Bad hearing, isolating cups on the headphones. I don't hear anything else going on in my place, but I know that laptop's still hissing. So in the back of my head, that's always bothering me. But between the microphone, which I'm trying not to touch too much, but I'm trying to make sure it is picking me up. Hey Don. So which figure do you like? The Mando or my newest baby Yoda, the child? Because I do have, that's my newest one. There's the creepy one, and I'm pretty sure that's the first one that came my way. See if he stays in focus there. The paint on the big baby looks like bad boy. Yeah, yep. He's hideous. He is hideous. I'm like 90% sure that's just a ripoff of just straight up Yoda with more paint for the eyes. So Don, what are you building in the near future? I assume you're not building anything tonight. I can't believe I went 41 minutes on what was probably going to be a 2-minute video. Guess I'm kind of lucky the background video I was going to try and run didn't run. Probably would have sent me down a different road. Get rid of these guys. Tell you though, the more I'm looking at this guy with the light, let's see. That's my microphone. Where's my light control? Okay, that's with the harshness of the light. Whoa, he's a dead Mando. Turn down. I mean, that's a pretty good looking print. Trying to get it dead center. Okay, so you pretty much got everything now. Really, eh? I tell you, you could spend a lifetime tweaking Gundam. It's such an awesome build, but there was so much wrong with it. But I mean, in the end, the skills you learn or apply to it, it's incredible. It's like the perfect mock starter kit because none of the techniques in and of itself were difficult, but there was definitely a lot of lifted stuff from those two or three guys who made their mocks. I really wish we could have gotten the 15,000 piece guy. I would have paid whatever it was listed for an alley. I would have paid, and I don't know. I probably would have just dealt with the moral issue of it being a lifted design or whatever. I don't know, but I mean, I like this one, but it took a lot of work just for me to get it to where I was happy enough with it to put it in my display case and be done with it. And I still want to bring it down because I want to work on some lighting, and I do want to fix two or three glaring issues. But I know if I do, that thing is going to be on my desk for a month, and I don't know if I want to spend another month because I did. I spent almost a month on that guy. I think all of December or something, or most of December was on Gundam. Yeah, I never used Studio before that thing. It was almost $800. Yeah, it's funny you brought up Stud.io. I don't know what I can show you here. What can I show you here? Part of a project that I teased earlier. But yeah, I've been becoming quite the expert on stud.io. Not because I intend to financially gain from it, but there is a potential to gain from it. Um, oh wow, it's really slow to load when it's running in the background. And I'm sure it's not helping my stream any either. Yeah, why not? Recover if you think you can. This is either going to crash my stream or choke it out entirely. Oh, really? Boy, I hope that open recent. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh man, I really hope this is a joke. I'm looking for. Please let that be the one. I was working on so many different files. No. Oh man, this is gonna kill me. I can't find what I wanted to show you.